I'm back. Still tired as hell. What's new? Hi humans. Let me give you this question. What makes a good app? What is a good app to you guys? I'll stop saying at the end of every one of my sentences. You have your Angry Birds, you have your RPGs, you have all those kind of things. And you have games that do not even deserve to exist. I thought I might get the Flappy Birds video out of the way before it becomes yesterday's news, so here we are. Yeah, this game doesn't deserve to exist. Not because my high score is 13, just because... Let me explain. Flappy Birds is your typical kind of app, game, thing that you use to waste time. We've been there, done that. I mean, look at Jetpack Joyride, Temple Run 2, Temple Run Brave. Did anyone actually play that one? I swear there were more Temple Runs than this. I swear there was like a Disney one. Or is that the Brave one? I digress. We seem to be addicted to infinite scroll games. I mean, I haven't even mentioned Doodle Jump, which is how old now? Things that don't have an end. Things that we can't win, but we can do relatively well at. I don't know. That is what Flappy Birds takes the form of. Annoying little bird that dies when anything touches it. And you have to dodge a load of Nintendo-esque pipes. And that's it. But it kind of makes me wonder, is it really that difficult to get an app onto the App Store? Could you just make a really, really similar version of whatever and then get easy money? I kind of get annoyed at those kind of games. The kind of games where you know the developer hasn't put any real effort in it. Compared to other apps that are enjoyable and have a story to it and like, or even useful functional apps. I'm not saying they didn't put any effort into that. I'm not saying the creative Flappy Birds didn't put any effort into their apps, but compared with other apps that are on the App Store that have loads more content but do not even make it onto the top 100 list. I guess we like games that are addictive. And Flappy Birds is probably as addictive as you can get. Like I said, we've already been there, done that with Doodle Jump, Temple Run, Jetpack Joyride, etc, etc. But not on the scale of Flappy Birds. The gaps between the pipes are as annoying as those crane games where you have to push the button and make the tube push that button that's inside this hole to win a prize. That sounds slightly wrong how I explain that. You know what I mean. Now here's the thing. This game is so addictive because it preys on our inability to cope with losing. People who don't find this addictive are people who score 1 and can say, oh well, I tried my best, let's get on with my life. No, that's not how normal humans operate, okay? I myself played this game for about half an hour because I was killing time on a bus. And then I just gave up and said, I can get on with my life now. I literally haven't played that game since. Except in physics, when I was supposed to be doing physics. But that was only because someone else stole my iPad and started playing it. I say stole, he knows the password to my iPad. Still haven't changed it though. You'll only be satisfied in certain conditions, including but not limited to beating every single one of your friends, getting higher than your regular high score, going on a streak for about 50 and then saying, it's 3 AM, get some sleep. Now here's where the developers have actually been smart. Every time you lose, the developer gets paid. Have you noticed that ads pop up on the screen every time you hit a pipe? Yeah, the developer is converting your tears into hard-earned cash. While Jetpack Joyride and the Temple Run series actually try and engage you more by like having power-ups, making you buy power-ups with coins that you earn, and In-app purchases are irrelevant here. Flappy Birds literally give you a medal at 10, a bronze medal at 10, a silver at 20, a gold at 30, I think, and leave it at that. There isn't any kind of, that is it. There is literally no other feature to this game, apart from maybe seeing your friend's high scores and say, ha, you only got one, lol. The reason why I asked what makes a good app for you is because it seems that most of the apps that that have become successful are apps that are infinite scrollers. So I'm not going to go through the list again. And Flappy Birds is just another example of that, which makes me think that if we keep entertaining these kind of games, then we're just going to be getting crappier and crappier versions of the same concept. Ideas come from inspiration, and inspiration usually strikes when you're looking at other people's work, but there's a fine line between inspiration and plagiarism. And that line is getting finer and finer with every single app that goes onto the App Store. Pretty soon we'll be finding clones of Flappy Birds. I'm pretty sure Flappy Birds was inspired by something else other than infinite scrollers. And we're just going to have this never-ending cycle. Manufacturers always go for things that are popular. Let's take the whole gaming debate here. There are not many Linux games because no one uses Linux unless you're like me and are a programmer, or you hate Windows, or you can't afford a Mac, or there are loads of other reasons actually. There is quite a large base of Linux users, but my point still stands. Not many games have come out for Linux as opposed to Windows and even Mac, because Linux isn't considered a mainstream platform. It seems to me that by this logic, the definition of good app is an infinite scroller that you can never win. Is that what a good app is to you? I guess the only way to change the kind of apps that come out on the App Store is to focus on the apps that you want to come out on the App Store. If you want more RPGs like Brave Frontier, if you've ever heard of that game, then go and download that game and play it for hours on end, and other developers will start to see the trend. If you want more games to come out on Linux, go and play all the Linux games and demand more, and then developers will know that you want this, that, and the other. When someone sees something getting big, they see that there's a market for it there, and they're going to go for it. So if you kind of like manipulate it, I guess, then again you're going to need like about tens of thousands of millions of people to do that. What makes a good app? What's a good app to you? How addicted have you become to Flappy Birds? Just out of interest, what's your high score? Any other apps that I should check out? And have you even heard of Brave Frontier or any other lesser known games out there? Leave all that in the comment section, and any app suggestions that I get, I will go look into. I want to broaden my mind into the app world. What are you saying, Melvin? What? I'll see you guys next week. Bye, humans.